Hey man, I think there's something I should tell my wife before she realizes certain things. I start realizing her certain ways. Right. Man, let me tell you something. You have dudes that broke into my wife's account, and his girlfriend got into a bad marriage with our child. And now she's a digital DJ. She just hoping that you could go in the studio and do ad libs. Ad libs is a point of you gotta be a host on a microphone, so they can't see who you are. They just want you to give the commands, so if she could get into your account one day. She can never get into your account, but the digital system knows this already. The digital international security system, like they're gonna try to do this to, of the high emphasis to their accounts, they're trying to get into all of the future that haven't been seen. From what point of resistance I call upon you on my royal life, only if you identify me with your husband. Well, they're gonna. These are people just ad libbing, DJing. There's a future system, right? These are people ad libbing and DJing, and me is different. But I'm warning you because other individuals in time are gonna try to do recordings and get the voice analog and all type of situations. So make sure that you don't end up in a situation like that, and there'll be a difference regardless of what the situation is. So you'll know. You can go back to the Caribbean for yourself. But I just want to warn my wife if you want to continue listening and through my eyes and hearing without speaking. But I'm gonna just say this, be careful to some of these emphases, my real wives, that ever manifest at a time because you have people at a time who just they're getting their weight up. You ever seen somebody saying they're gonna probably make you slothful and tired where you don't have to do nothing. You're a boss. You're a boss for real. You understand? You're a real boss. Just flipping the pan like they flipping pancakes. So it's gonna be this is the pancake batter show. Once I started seeing once I started seeing the uh, certain situations a certain type of way, I knew it was the pancake show. So they're gonna be flipping you like they're frying you in a pancake, like you like making eggs, you like wasting your energy, you like wasting yourself, and then people, it's like your inner side is learning about the strength, and then wondering why it's learning about the strength trying to kill you and stuff. And I'm a man. I have real emphasis. My emphasis no martial arts. I'm a man that could even shift planets whenever I want. So these people are beyond stuff on stupid, and they're trying to really be the ad lib empress. Like it's like having somebody that's substituting a point of acknowledgement of space of enlightenment at a time. They're trying to substitute, sub. They're substituting. Some trying to give signals, some trying to substitute a situation, saying they got hit a certain way in the Empress. No, the Empress is never like that. My magic is beyond precise. They're not mind fucking me like a mind. They're trying to get into my mentality to cause certain things. So another person's been studying me, watching me for so long because they've been a predicate rapist and just waiting for the kill. And that's your homeboy in the hallway. What? Just today, he's taking. Oh my bad. Let me let you know what television that he's taking a certain type of way. You know, since he wants to give up all my information and stuff. There you go. That's the television. So called he's taken away, so you have to see for yourself. So the digital system to see for itself. You know. So, the funny physics that they do in the paradigm when they're trying to take people away because if a person sees that they have some type of enjoyment or entertainment, the rapist want to take it away and stuff. But, he's taking himself, he doesn't realize he's taking himself away at the same time. It has nothing to do with me. But he's taking himself away as he does that in funny situations and stuff. I'm serious with it too. I don't give a fuck. And I'm just gonna be real with you at a certain point. So if any empress ever manifests in the physical realm, these girls are already working out because you're gonna be the Indian movie, the blue movie, the Indian people, where you're already instantly on the run. As soon as you touch down, you're instantly on the run. Like don't talk came around. I was like, this nigga don't realize what's going on yet. This nigga survived and shit. You're instantly on the run. They want you to go get your contacts so your contacts can learn the movements you're making so you'll never be able to make the movements because that's what the Superman situation was about. And Superman says, like, what? No, 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 no. You see, a man wanted to rape you because a man wanted you to remember your boyfriend. Some of you empresses have boyfriends that want to be pampered. So when you come, it's like they're so stylish that they pose like you know where they at already. The other ones throw the pose, and then the other ones will sit certain ways, and you got the cripple one that cripples everybody. Says he's so nice that he'll murder everybody. He goes through a straw. Individuals that heard about my recordings at a certain time, at some point in the future, breaking through the system, lying on other people's accounts, and murdering innocent people secretly and then trying to manipulate. It's probably like people that have nanos, and then you learn about their people being cannibals because they're eating the nanos. So they want people to acknowledge that, oh, he filled them up with nanos. He filled up with a certain mineral at a time. He looks like a food preparation for somebody else that doesn't know the difference and just wants to play, and you have to give it to them because they're in that code and that code of enlightenment of the point of existence where they have to have the situation a certain type of way because it's all that they do. They genie magic can't wish that for them because the genie will die and then the genie will never worry about seeing anything ever in life to want to do that for ever in life or hear anything or speak to anybody to want to do that ever again. So, the person did this and this is how it's going to be. They wish for this and the Empress knows she cut a deal for this and this is how it has to be. Then they tell her she has to kill herself because remember, they tried to make people sell their soul that would lead up to the Empress. The disease got to get you to murder you somehow. The disease out there with the individual's mentality got to murder the Empress somehow. So it has to manipulate the Empress to want to give up on her life to get murdered. And the person says, how did that happen? Because another person tried to make me swallow pills to want to kill myself because they didn't know the difference in my condition. And the people that did it was the people in my social economic system. But in the paradigm we found reflecting through time, the people that caused it is going to be around at a certain time and their anatomy is going to be lighter than what another person thinks, so that they're going to be a certain type of way in the physical reality. So, these are the people that caused the situation because most likely they probably wanted to break into a high eye, a high eye like a sky eye, probably like an element eye, probably a nature eye, probably a high regardment or peak of a high regardment of acknowledgement or something. Probably people probably want to go do some fucking voodoo. Haitian people do mountain voodoo and all type of things. So they probably went to places and did some voodoo or some type of way, and then next thing they want to break into the eye of the acknowledgement, and then on top of it, they're trying to fuck the sacredcy up because these are people that spoiled this like a natural assassins and don't got nothing to live for. So these are people that was considered like crackheads that learned about life, they just didn't care about life, that was just trained just to fuck themselves over in life. And these are people of the dual reality of my children that know the reason of their condition and existence. They just want to kill my kids anyway because these are the real diseases in life that when they find out about the science, and then you have people going to the future that's not supposed to be in the future, traveling and people doing certain things. So these are people that killed themselves for forms of pleasure and manipulation is going to lead up to something in the physical reality, and hopefully the digital system, the light system will see it and won't allow it and certain things to happen and be able to get rid of it, but you don't want to be exposed to certain type of people in the wrong situation. But, either way, for the Empress, if she manifests, this is, look. She manifested, yesterday I pissed out here. So they were viewing my piss, and then look. let me show you. Another person doing something, they want me to do something a certain type of way, and I'm not gonna do it for them. So, and now they're getting suicidal. This is why I don't like moving in certain places, because people say they're part of the town. No, you're not. I know what's going on. So, if my Earth Empress hired you to fuck my life over because she want an account, I already know. Most likely the element Empress was the Earth. But I pissed right here yesterday and I left. To clear it up and then look what another person did. Now you'll see the pattern a certain type of way. So other people that wanted to lie at the time, they just wanted to fuck up other people's condition because they just want some pussy because they don't want another person getting and being a point of acknowledgement because they fucked up existence. So suicidal, rat infested conscious people or people that was let go, that was probably some type of doomsday device that learned about itself some type of way in the future. That's just that's just making it happen in forms of physics also. So it's just funny and stuff, but then you have the real people that's the physical doom that they wander around while the doomsday device is walking around because a doomsday device is not a doomsday device that has nothing to do with the original astrological people that made the earth. Doomsday device is a bacterial infection that was locked away through time and then it being exposed because there's no air in that situation now. Because that's a situation that offended the element of the human condition of existence, of even the human condition it offended before and before it ended up in a situation. So most likely it's a doomsday device because we have people that's a literal doom of other people's astrological tree, of their points of physics, of their physical reality. And then on top of it, because of the things that they're doing are so fucked up, another person doesn't want to come into contact, so it let it destroy itself. But then you have the situation walking around, and then when you get to certain people and you do certain things to wrong people, certain type of situations walk around the physical reality. Now I take that person and put it away, and I'm not doing it no more ever again in life. Especially not for this empress of this earth. Especially if she disregarded me because I could have had a wonderful life a certain type of way, but other people wanted to play around and do other funny things. And then if she did with things with other people, she's just manipulating the digital system, trying to get to a point of acknowledgement of the future, making it seem like something's okay and it's not okay. And then the light of the human condition of the atmosphere, and even the human condition of all the lights are identifying as she did something wrong. And then on top of it, she's walking around with a boyfriend, probably saying that, another man is me and I don't want to be with her, so I shouldn't even be on this earth. So it has to get me off this earth because of what's going to happen naturally a certain type of way. And I'm not going to stay here conditioned in a certain type of situation because the other situation is okay. And then she can't get to the other situation. So I already ordered the command just now, so it doesn't matter. So, is this a wrap? So and other people feel suicidal, so then you got another individual that probably knew the caretakers, probably knew certain other things, that probably gave up some information. Most likely, it probably was another doom type of situation that already offended me in the physical reality, so it shouldn't be out in the open. So what would it do to other people that seem like you care for them? Like, if it didn't care for the man that made all existence in life, how the fuck is it anything that would care for you if it's violated? You know what I mean? That's sense, right? So then you gotta get the fuck out of here with the stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So it's like, hey. And then on top of it, the fucked up thing is not it can't spoil my human condition because I'm really and it's just trying to stall for time just to wear out a person's emotions to do some fucked up bacterial type situation. And then you have an empress that probably wants to manifest in the physical reality, just trying to fix the situation. I'm not gonna fix it a certain type of way, and if she ends up anybody around anyway, you gotta listen to my YouTube documentaries. These were documentaries that was already made ever since I was here. So you just seeing the physical attribute of something that happened a certain type of way in a physical reality, and because the anatomy and light wants me to identify it in certain forms of physics, so it can identify itself in the physical reality, and then you have individuals trying to manipulate the light element using future science, trying to rearrange certain situations that's causing that type of condition. So now you have a light like this, you have one like this, you have one like this, and then it's telling you this is the one they want to expose, the middle light, right? So then the person I'm in the house with or whoever's here is a racist. That's it. And it has nothing to do with me. It's a person whoever claiming to be running this facility. And whoever they left in the handle is just a literal physical racist. I knew about the loppers, the caretakers out loppers, pussy munchers, money grubbers, and all type of situations. They did it upon themselves, so that physics was gonna play out. And if somebody said they were missing, I know some of my caretakers that were honest said, "Yo, make sure you give me certain things, and you have to." And then other people, who, then it starts to use 7 Day Sam situation. Then goes with the Aries constellation that the individual wants to see bit by bit. Oh, let me see this. Let me see this. Let me see this. Then on top of it, some future Star Wars storage wars of Star Wars high end spirit. Get the fuck out of here. You're gonna end up in a doomsday and doing doomsday in space. And you already had movies in the physics in the future, or in the past also that I even witnessed. That was like, there was an outbreak on spaceships in space because the person wasn't there to even find the ship and where it went. And then the other day, I was over here watching this channel. Let me just show you right now. I even showed the digital system. I brought up a frequency of light. Did the digital system found a ship and found where the ship was at? The digital system found where the ship was at because I brought up the frequency for this. This is how you knew I was. The digital system knew I was the real owner of all existence. I brought up a frequency on the radar of the space so it can know what was going on. Another person couldn't do that. They couldn't do what I did. You want channel 32 or something? Oh no, 36.
North Dakota.
I can do it right now. I'm saying, look.
And 18 at Civil Place. It was cloudy with a temperature of 21 at Fargo and 21 at Grand Forks. In eastern Montana at Glendive, snow was falling with a temperature of 25. It was cloudy with a temperature of 28 at Low Point, 32 at Miles City, and 34 at Billings. At Great Falls, snow and fog were reported with a temperature of 28. In northern South Dakota, it was 28 at Buffalo. It was cloudy with a temperature of 25 at Aberdeen and 29 at Mowbray. Once again, it will look in the temperature.
They're probably on spark and trying to get to my heart because they want to release the empresses from some realm because they're rapists from the future. So. It's right because when it happens, it destroys the system instantly. Something I did, you wouldn't even believe it. You'll see how nice I am.
But unfortunately, this will be short-lived with cold conditions returning for the end of the work week into the weekend. Expect dry conditions through Wednesday, then a chance of light snow across parts of the region late Thursday and Friday. Here is the forecast for the Williston listening area. Late this afternoon, mostly cloudy with a 20% chance of snow. Northwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy. Slight chance of snow in the evening. Low 0 to 5 about. Northwest wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, partly sunny. High 15.
Part of me, the digital system should have never tried me, I'm real nice now. You wouldn't believe it. But anyway, I brought up the frequency for the digital system, couldn't find it. But it tried me at the same time, and then you got the other guy. There's people in this place that's stationed in the other rooms that's doing element magic and other magic around because they're scared that I found certain things that they try to sabotage because they didn't want the system realizing. But the system tried me also because it was being manipulated from a frequency, a certain type of way. It was picking up the same frequency as me, but that's what happens when it tries with an individual a certain type of way. So can't blame you,
Highs in upper 30s. Thursday night, mostly cloudy. Lows in the lower 20s. Friday, mostly cloudy. highs in the upper 20s. Friday night, mostly cloudy. Lows around 10. Saturday, mostly sunny. Highs in the upper 20s. Saturday night, partly cloudy. Lows 15 to 20. Sunday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 40s. Here are the recreation area forecasts for western Lake Sacagawea tonight. Northwest winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Slight chance of snow in the evening. Mostly cloudy. Lows around 3. Monday, west winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Partly sunny. Highs around 18. For eastern Lake Sacagawea tonight, northwest winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of snow. Mostly cloudy. Lows around 5. Monday, west winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Partly sunny. Highs around 16. For northern Lake Sacagawea tonight, northwest winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Slight chance of snow in the evening. Mostly cloudy. Lows 4 to 9. Monday, northwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Mostly sunny. Highs around 17. Here are the weather conditions at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Lewiston, cloudy. Temperature 21 degrees. Relative humidity 62%. Wind north at 14 miles an hour. Wind chill 8. Pressure.
I brought up the system. There was nothing. It's just I'm showing you I don't want to find a certain type of frequency consuming me a certain type of way because the digital system does move fast, and I move faster than the system and stuff. If I'm the one that made existence, but because I'm like this, it's not a lot. I don't know, because everybody's scared because the biohazard debris of the physical reality in certain places, certain ways. You have good individuals and then bad individuals, and you see, they're fighting a certain type of way, and it's shown in the physics. So it just shows in the physical setup of the physical reality. These people wanted to look like um, they trying to fuck Colombia up. Most likely these are people that went after Spanish islands, probably do some prostitution, that are comfortable a certain type of way, and a group of individuals is naturally attacking. So these are basically the fallen. This is why the system let me know, yo, you got the fallen, the stars are just going crazy at the point. Right? Far, far points of space or other star beings on higher levels of space that just probably came down that only could maintain a low level because they fell a certain type of way. They want to go all the way, but they realized they probably could. How can I say this? Exist in a low altitude of existence. So and they're just taking advantage of certain people. Most likely, I'm telling you that's what the situation is. And then you have the caretakers that gotta literally gotta stay out the sky because they gotta make sure they can clear the situation, and they want to know a certain type of magic to be able to clear the situation. Why should I tell you any caretakers this when I'm in this type of condition that I'm in, and then you hear the stupid piece of shit nigga telling me that he wants to take away the television and shit, all types of shit, and I'm paying rent here. That don't make no fucking sense. So nobody gonna do nothing like that because I don't want to catch a case. I'm not going. I'm not going to jail for nobody. So you know why do it and why saying you do anything, right? So I'm just whatever. Anyway, but I'm just being real. It don't make no sense. I just watch you kill yourself. Why the fuck should I do it? You know what I'm saying? I could get involved in a certain type of way. For what though? It doesn't make no sense. Why should I get involved in other individual situations in the physical reality? Anyway, but yeah, if the Empress ever manifests, she's gonna be like a blue person. They're gonna paint a blue, put a naked somewhere. She'd be on the run, and another nigga's gonna be like, "See you there," and this so and so, and then another person is gonna lie to somebody, say, "This is the Empress," and they live in butt naked because they actually really live in butt naked because a savage nigga kidnapped some girl, realized that he got to get her off the planet that he was in. They put the nigga somewhere butt naked so he could have his time of amusement or whatever he was doing hostage with other stars in the sky because of probably star beef. other stars are trying to manipulate the light of the stars because they want to be able to continue being a star being, saying that was another star that caused this, also arguing because they're trying to buy time for the light of the stars is going to plummet them somewhere to the ground and kill them. And then on top of it, they're trying to let other people know that, yo, you know, saying that there's other real situations happening because if people lie about their light, then they can never be a star. And then, you know, they're trying to signal the people to do something kind of drastic and crazy, something that other people are waiting for. As soon as the starlight acknowledging all space and all the reality light, it's going to bring down the stars anyway. All the possession spirits of light and the acknowledgement of the stars or that possesses the force of the reasons of their being a star is going to realize what's going on, and then it's going to plummet them wherever they are, and they murder and die, just murder and kill them, or have people murder and kill them in their physical condition because they hurt the empress. And this, how can I say this? Sustain the empress light a certain type of way in a form of an element. Like I said, the possession light is gonna, well, I could tell you sustain the empress light in a certain form, in a certain element, a certain type of way, or a certain humane condition nearby. Don't expose any secrecy that she didn't know according to her education. Do it to a point of her existence and the education that she already knows, that you sustain her light in a humane condition or atmosphere, and doesn't let her know how to get to certain points of her secrecy that she didn't know already, that the light already knows, and then everything will be okay. Me, I'm the emperor, sooner or later I'll be okay, you know? Sooner or later I'll be in space, so don't worry about it. You know, worry about me to make sure I'm always okay because it depends on what's happening to me in the physical reality with these individuals. And if that's the case, it's just killing murder. Everybody just, they're fucking with things they don't even know nothing about, killing themselves. Like, if they're killing themselves already, you can't blame the light or the force of the energy that's killing them or just whatever because they're doing it to themselves already. So it's not a person's fault. The forces have to show you for a person to acknowledge and understand the difference of the physical realities of the people that kill themselves, and then show individuals in the physical reality that people take themselves away for the people this, honest and purity could live a happy life and do the things that they gotta do, and just make them a spectacle, using themselves without harming innocent people that's just living according to their life, and not the people that's fucked up in their demeanor, their features, or the people that's original. I'm talking about the people that's original that did the original wrong that needs to get rid of, but the people that's fucked up in their demeanor, in their physical reality, that the people are pretty sexy, different ones, not because the purity, legacy, and lineage, learn a certain type of way, and every time when people want to cause emotional distress, harm, physical reality, or physical abuse, let them take themselves away and do it to themselves without involving other people and making their main condition and comfortability to their consciousness, their view, their enrichment, their nourishment uncomfortable. Just keep them in shape in a way to show them that they have to care about themselves to keep them in shape, like myself, and then just, well, I can't stop, but keep them in shape. I already know to work out. I could work out a little bit yesterday, but keep them in shape. The feminine, especially the feminine beings, and certain masculine beings of the younger gender, and the certain elder beings of this extreme pretty, extreme sexy, extreme pretty, sexy fair. Extreme pretty, sexy, extreme sexy pretty, pretty sexy, sexy pretty, pretty sexy fair, sexy pretty fair, pretty fair sexy, sexy fair pretty. Keep them keep them looking wonderful and in shape, or working out, especially the masculine beings. Certain of the feminine beings in the physical reality, not the people that do demonic science. If people have to learn their senses because they're new, there's nothing new under the sun, but they're conditioned a certain type of way for the physical reality to learn their censorship so they can remember their senses for the empress could be on point. Just show them certain things, but don't be children of demonic magic where they fully go off and then cause their deterioration in the physical reality. And I'm bring me and make sure I'm at the high point where I learn, I get back and remember everything of myself, and then get back to how it's supposed to be in existence in a high altitude and points of enlightenment, and then remember all the things I need to remember to make sure I call all the empresses so they could be okay. The ones that honored me and the ones that didn't honor me, that's locked away in the metaphysical realm, that did bad magic, that ended up in a black jewel, black stone, brown jewel, or certain type of situations, or certain realms were locked away a certain type of way for the wrongs that they did from the empress, just make sure they never release or never get to the physical reality. Nobody can get to them realms. And then the Empress, sanitation. I think sanitation. I had a funny dream. I think sanitation lost the Empress or something because they were letting out too much foul conditions and foul air. Make sure that they never find the Empress that they lost. That's it. The sanitation people that lost the Empress because the Empress had a bad mentality and started not caring and they started showing the humane condition and they started tormenting and make the situations even worse than what it is because, something that must have happened a certain type of way. I'm not going to try to find out wherever they say the sanitation element Empress or whatever Empress is stuck somewhere or whatever happened to the person that did that, whatever, good for them, and that's how it's always going to be. Until I get to the high point of the kid to acknowledge what the fuck happened, that's it. And I don't need to be reminded. I don't need to see nothing. I don't want to see none of the visual recordings. I don't want to see none of the evidence. Because the humane condition that they did in Brooklyn, let it stay like that. That's it. So if I ever do consider it, when I'm at the high point of enlightenment or the thought, and I want to look and view the situation, I think about it. And besides that, I don't want to know nothing about it. I don't want to identify. I don't want to care for it. And the men that caused it, that caused the foul condition, you get rid of them. And if they say there was a form of defense in martial arts, nobody been foul in life to do something foul to an individual just because somebody's doing something to you. There's a more appropriate way to handle the situation because one doesn't want to do something foul, cause a foul type of chemistry and a vibrational frequency in the humane condition, and the next thing you know, endangering the humane environment of existence, of enlightenment, of other individuals in the physical reality and matter. So one has to know to be very careful with the type of things are done a certain type of way. Another person says, but let me tell you something. See, the Empress that does me wrong, she's an astrological Empress. Her consciousness, if any Empress that decides her consciousness decides to do me wrong, she already accepted that foul existence. That foul existence is gonna go to her because she didn't regard the reason of existence. Ain't no woman gonna say I'm gonna open my legs knowing that the only reason why a man was living is because one is a high point of existence I made for myself. Another person's trying to break through my secrecy, cause confusion in my mentality and my magic. So if an Empress give herself up to be with some stupid low-level individual, let her die in the foulest conditions and the enrichment that whatever she known that was happy in her life, leave her for all existence. I don't give a fuck what it is. Because a person's not going to jeopardize existence, life, that made all existence in life for some stupid shit that doesn't know nothing in life just because it was a point of love. Before that situation was even in existence, it was just me and the Empress. So what the fuck is that? I don't want to hear that. And I'm not doing that for my child because my child got to know the reason of his dignity. If it wasn't for the parents, there's no reason for his existence. There's no will, there's no dying. We're going to the future. There's things about that people doing that. That shit gotta get the fuck out of here with that stupid shit. Whoever keep thinking about that and ever keep trying to do something like get rid of it. I don't care what it is. And they don't consider it's thinking about getting rid of the reason of love. Get the fuck out of here with the situation. Think about what I'm saying. That's it. I don't care. Get the fuck out of here. Die with you. Kill you. Whatever, man. Murder yourself, man. I hope you fucking die. I don't give a fuck who you are. Because if you're a person of honor, you'll be conditioned through honor. If you're not, then fuck you and die. Okay? I don't gotta break down so much things about physical reality. It makes sense to show you how wonderful a man is, and then you can't even see and view the intricacies of it. You're not gonna be able to view all the intricacies. You're just supposed to be acknowledged for and know from the experiences so far in life for what you needed and how real science is a certain type of way to get the fuck out of here. If a person went through and nitpicked all the way through the situation and they had their mentality like they were just causing a little disease here, a little disease there, a little disease here, a little disease there, doing something off in the physical reality, then go ahead with the situation. Bye-bye that shit, I didn't need nobody just trying to keep alive their ignorance of their mentality to cause death to everybody in the future. Fuck out of here, People that's going to cause death are just going to die anyway. We don't need no help, but if purity causes a certain situation. Another person says, how about the martial arts? If you're defending yourself, it's one thing. If you got to put something away, it's one thing. If you see something being let go and you want to put it away, you're making sure it already did it to itself. It ended up a certain type of way before, you just don't worry about it. So it don't matter about the situation. But if you see a person, a person's trying to cause you to be wrong as that person, then there's something wrong with you because real regardment of oneself is honesty. It's not going to go hurt somebody. It's just like when you see me doing martial arts a certain type of way. I was showing individuals This is an individual that already was surpassing itself a certain type of way in even in the martial arts. It's just like I'm the real Abbott White, right? I'm doing martial arts. You've seen one of the students already getting at an individual a certain way. It's like finding a student a place they're not supposed to be a certain type of way, and then when an individual's handling them now, like whoa, and then handling them is showing the individual like so and so, and then the student realize a man lets the situation go a certain type of way, then the individual realize certain type of thing. Another person, depending on the level, because if one wasn't supposed to be a priest, one is saying that they're doing coming for revenge. Yeah, bro. A person could be mad at something. A person never probably had a family. I'm a family man. I'm a lover. I don't care about other people. You know, you're doing certain things. I'm not trying to jeopardize what I already have, and I'm recovering, knowing my episode. So if I want to discipline a situation, of discipline it. To me, I look at situation already disciplining itself. That's it, because now it has to now it has to deal with the fucked up things that are gonna happen to the person in the physical reality because the way it was the person and the mentality was already moving with. Because honesty is honesty. Honesty is always gonna be okay. So that's how I feel. You know, another person, they did something form of entrapment, they wanted to do other type of things, it's good for them, you know. Things are gonna play out a certain type of way because another person is gonna be it's like who you did it to. You don't there's no point of existence where you want a person to honor you a certain type of way when you the reason of your humane condition is because it is in front of an individual. It's like person. Oh my nigga, if the nigga Bill wanna manipulate to say like he was the man, then yo, listen man, when a nigga dropped it good for him, you know? Or you telling me, oh, he couldn't get to know family because other people ignorance that drove the individuals to the unsettled, fucked up emotions of the all the wrongest did so far. You want me to die with the fuck? Get the fuck out. Diamond Fall nigga already calling for a nigga from all, you know, I'm dying on my back. And that's oh really? You know, so they're gonna want you to know like that because they wanna a will, they're gonna wanna know how to keep a situation down because so probably fucked up people from Aaron Knight. Fucked up people that couldn't hold their oath for honor a certain type of way. Try to spoil the tent of the honor a certain type of way because of Mushu. And then next thing you know, learn the all type of things and now it wants to be devious. Oh, I gotta command, you gotta be strict and never turn devious and do this. And you're trying to manipulate the emotion of the light because the thing is going on and then the light is already telling you anyway. I don't even know. I realize, okay, it's just probably I say certain things too much, but I still gotta conduct the physical reality and I'm a man of honesty. So what you expect? I'm the one that made all honesty. You know, it has to be manipulated for the future. So a gunshot at one time for because a man's perfect, and now isn't what people want. Now it's like a person that did. It's just like what they did in the movie with Denzel Washington. You know, this shit was perfect. It's like it wants acceptance, yet dark matter wants acceptance. No, the reason why you see certain levels of the night of space is because the depth of my consciousness. So you see the little intricacies in a certain type of way. Now, when you see that, things can happen in the physical reality a certain type of way because now it means a person interfered and went into something they weren't supposed to. The view of the sky lets me know, you know, listen, whenever you find whatever comes at you a certain type of way, don't be scared to finish in the physical reality because it wasn't supposed to know the intricacy of their time of enlightenment and it's something that's roaming around in my social economic system, a being that's violating people's sacredcy at a time. And then when you see the intricate depth where it just seems like you should just black out and it's only the real light of the honor of be able to survive in the human condition in the physical reality. Don't be scared just to get rid of the situation because it's already wrong and a man to make it through. The human condition is letting me know something. I'm not going to jeopardize my life and my freedom for other individuals that wants to see me in a bad humane condition that's already fucked up and they already caused to see the depth. I'm not gonna end up in jail for individuals that want to see it, that did other fucked up things that caused the type of mentality to accumulate and to really see a point of all existence at the time of the mental rape that they're already doing. And on top of it, if they're already breaking into jails, raping other girls, doing fucked up things in the facility, I'm not going to be a part of that when you see the pure honesty where they broke through a a feminine being, or a girl or lady or a teenage girl, and rip through her consciousness, and they raped her, or probably did all type of things, and now you see the point of existence, that means you broke through her consciousness. So I'm not gonna entertain a man breaking through a feminine girl's consciousness that depressed her physical reality, so they can see how to do it continuously in the paradigm when I'm the paradigm of time itself. That don't make no fucking sense. I'm not gonna risk my other people innocent lives, of people that's being rapists and just running in and out of jail, that's fucking up people's human condition, because they already done went after individuals that used to go to and be a form of regardment a certain type of way. They wanted to be more than 007 at a time. Now individuals are probably killing CEOs in the jail. All type of things are happening. You're seeing movies in the digital system letting you know they were overthrowing jails, throwing call hostage situations, bringing people in. People think they know something when they came in, they're getting savage murdered, and next thing you know it comes into a dojo scene. What the fuck happened? You know, I'm not doing stupid things to other people that already can't even take care of their human condition. When you enter a facility, you seen is already dirty at certain points. I was in a jail cell before, wrongly accused. Even before I came over here, they tried to force me to plead guilty just to pay some type of fine, and I wasn't gonna pay the fine. They said if I didn't want to pay the fine, I just had another court date. They were gonna give me another court date, and I was gonna leave at a certain time. They told they were gonna give me another court date so I could leave. After I had to come to the court, pay the fine. To come to the court date. Then they told me already ahead of time it was gonna be dismissed then, but I had to get to the other court date to dismiss it. And then they already told me it was dismissed, but they said you can just pay the fine now, or you can wait for the other court date and just dismiss it on the other court date, because they already dismissing it. But it's either because you hear something, you have to pay a fine or something. You got to dismiss. I paid the government through my EBT. Then on top of it, then they asked for my EBT card because of the way I paid the government, and they just wanted to know my EBT card code because another person stalking me, and they tried to get me forward because they wanted to know my code because how I paid the government, and because I paid the government using my EBT on Avenue S in Flatbush at the store. I paid the fucking government. I didn't want to use the store on Avenue R because the individuals on Avenue R sabotaged me from paying over there on Avenue R, so they made me want to go pay it on Avenue S. So I paid the government a certain type of way, called it in when I was supposed to call them to verify the situation. I didn't call them on the cell phone. Then on top of it, then I just continued. Other people were nitpicking a situation, wanting to know, and then the other people was trying to control the situation, social economic system. The other people that caused that is over here. Most likely, if I travel somewhere to be myself, another person wasn't happy with me being comfortable, and so this is why I got locked up. The day I was supposed to leave, did I leave? No, I had to reschedule. So it gave them time to jump in the system to want to go cause some type of world war. They start connections, world war, Star Wars. Then I'm over here, and then all the individuals want me to refine the astral. Fuck you in your astrological tree if you made other people's human condition of existence fucked up, then fuck you. Because if you would have let things be, certain people that have love, everything would have been natural, but because they knew what was going on, they wanted to make things their way. It's because they're trying to force the magic of light and the reality of even probably elements or magic to cause their way because of what they want to do, because they want to disregard the real elders of existence, the Empress, me. Fuck you. Whoever that is, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. You die, and I hope the fucking light or energy fucking kills whatever another person tries to do. I don't care, and I'm just being honest. Because once you can't honor, and you couldn't even how can I say give the explanation to certain things. You needed me, and then another person's trying to hold frequencies or points of enlightenment as a hostage just to be able to manipulate the system because it's already setting up patterns and causing how can I say this? Causing certain type of frictions where it wants to manipulate the system zaps in and out at a time, so it could say it did this, and then the DJ is this, and next thing you know, the digital DJ fixing people's face a certain type of way, their voice pattern. So no, there's no fixing face. The system's gonna see all the shit that you're trying to do, and it's just gonna have to be self-sufficient and murder and kill that person at a point in time. That's it. And then I'm not dependent on the fucking cyborgs that are already here that's helping the people that's doing the situation because they didn't have an empress. They were just learning about the higher humane condition of certain other things, and then they looking to know a certain light, a certain type of light, or this type. Well, the main space empress is all, and then she's all, and she's in me. And then you're gonna find out. You're gonna hear me tell you from the beginning. I already warned you, told you, you didn't have an empress. It was something I did a certain type of way, and then you're gonna find out she was all me. And then next you know she's in me, and then all space and everything was in me, and you're gonna really fucked up, and that's it. I don't care. By then because I'm looking at certain cyborgs like they're gonna be some doom. They're gonna end up in a doomsday. So if they continue with that mentality, it's gonna be a doomsday type of situation for them. That's it. Turbo and all them came all the way in fucking what was that? The Methodist Hospital. I don't care about it. Listen, man. They already had their set conscience a certain type of way to do certain things. You had other people that already killed Turbo and them certain teams that buried them in certain places that learned the future element science that came back and traveled through time because certain things was going wrong or because they probably some energy or something probably killed them off from them living a certain type of way. Then they fucking man, the nigga that's probably with the Empress on a higher level probably manipulated the element lights and the system is seen that they manipulated it. The force of enlightenment is already getting at it a certain type of way. They warn for their life. Then their children is on a high level in science coming back through time, traveling probably through element magic. You're trying to eliminate individuals because of martial arts and everything that they know. They're trying to be compatible. Then on top of it, it's like what they did is just like what they did with the Nazi Germany camp, with the Nazi Germany camp, when the Nazis and the Jewish people killed the Nazis in the movie theater. The same thing with YouTube. People trying to identify what's going on. Same thing, I'm making YouTube. Individuals are waiting to kill me. Every day they trying to fuck me with my mind, talking shit in the way. I'm a chemist nigga. Then on top of it, they got with the people from the course, probably broke through some type of frequency dealing with some course. Probably people in the course already having some type of problems because of some money situations. And on top of it, the finances of me coming up with the digital ideas and international security, the iPhone call, all types of things. The ATM, everything I did on my sandwich, individuals are mad. Other people want to discredit me. Then you had people already probably put their hands on my chips. System was already looking at the situation. People wondering about their greed, and then they trying to link with people in the field because they wanted to overthrow, because they want a point of disease to be in existence so they can control the population. No, you don't control the population through humane condition because you're not going to kill my empress. You're not going to tell me, oh, you got blown, you got here, this is this and that. No, you were inside my empress. It's something that could have been shrugged and shook away easily and didn't have to worry about it. You just want to know how it was done. You don't need to know how it was done because when you do something, the person does something that's wrong, if another person knows how to treat the human condition. Education is not meant for nobody else but me and my empress. And if an empress went with another individual and she feels like she want to tell the people, then fuck her, let her die. She's never gonna find the light to the things that she needs. The nutrients of the planet and stuff is not gonna work for her. She's gonna end up dying with a piece of shit that already tried to kill a point of her love, of her originality, of her conscience. So there's nobody gonna tell me divorce. You're not gonna set up a society saying divorce is okay a certain time. Fuck that. That's it. Get out of here. I'm sorry, bro. I told you I'm an emperor. I've explained everything. I don't gotta explain nothing. If you don't like it, it's too bad. That's it. Another nigga can't get pussy no more because he's some broke nigga, because he wants to be in the computer style and pushing that button and then showing people they need help, those camera zooming. No help. No. Yo, fuck you, die. Your little backwards side crotch, fucked up reaction of your humane condition. You going inside doing little element science, trying to get certain things out of you, living with it at a time, saying you divorcing this nigga, divorcing, you have so many divorces, setting niggas up. I'm not the nigga that's going inside for them. And then if you were endangering my kids, trying to get them killed, because you finally found something a certain type of way that you thought you could have been okay with that you did, then it was caused, you just embarrassed to say it was causing you friction to your physical reality. It was causing you hurt, and you don't want to feel that tension no more, where you just want to live a certain type of way. And if you can't live that, you just been like a little whore getting around like Rag's daughter, not Rag's daughter, because Rag's never had a daughter, but Rag's sister, or the mother that finally manifests a certain type of way because her human condition was done, and the planet probably didn't want to know more. So, good for you. fuck you and die. I don't care about you, bitch. Your son, the continuous we had already offended you. Did the wrong type of martial art. It showed me that it was gonna break through other points of sacredcy in my love. Another person said, you needed to treat it like Jesus. No. Because when I was dealing with Jesus, I did other type of things. You don't know what that was about. Then I seen other individuals were trying to get inside the lineage of immaculate conception in other places. They were looking for certain things to know certain things. My caretakers already couldn't jeopardize that type of situation because their existence was more wonderful than other people's existence. And then you had immaculate conception, a whole different, a whole different type of next situation. And then next thing, no, I don't care. Good for you. My caretakers can't even be a part of immaculate conception. That's how really it. They can't even, the things that they've been doing so long, they can't even jeopardize that. They can't even be with another feminine being. The men, they just gotta go find, condition love for themselves. Watch the type of love you conditioning because it might be a literal battle. Know about your history. Know why I'm Mega Man. Know why I'm Ultraman. know why all the type of situations in life are the reason me being the avatar. The first avatar. All the reasons of existence of Aang's reality of Avatar the Airbender. All the reasons of Shaolin Temple, all the reasons of ancient battles, ancient wars, in history, all the reasons of me being a literal Marvel character, comic book, real comic, the eyes that see. A Marvel character, comic book individual, or DC, demented characters, demented seeds, demented women. DC means demented empresses that have real serious situations in their life. For the acknowledgement of the things that's going on with them. If you're not up on the intricate situations of their life, you can end up causing their humane condition and death. It's only meant for star beings to know this. It's not meant for other people that is not their children. And certain comic books don't try to pick up if you're not a part of the astrological treatment because you're curious, because you can end up you know, causing the wrong type of intentions in other people's human condition. I wouldn't risk another person's life that's innocent. If it has nothing to do with something that fits your character and that leads you up to the reasons of your existence, don't do it. It's like the digital system knows how to already guide you according to your unique condition. If you're a child that's a mix, that person didn't care, they just got some stupid nut in a certain type of way, and they just didn't care about the rape intention that they let loose into the environment because their personality. Nobody needs your help to fuck up a person's condition that already did bad. If a person needs to be dealt with a certain type of way, they'll be dealt with until the person acknowledges and remembers what's going on with that person. You don't make them suffer a certain type of way in the physical reality if they're already dealing, because you never know who that individual is. And until I'm on the high levels of regardment of my existence, I'm not going to be timekeeping situations like pre-crime or, in time with Justin Timberlake or the timekeeper even of the Thor gate of all type situations, because to pass the real Thor gate, you got to get past me. And on top of it, I've been murdered niggas for even trying to do something like that because certain people's not even supposed to be a part of that kingdom because I never had animals in fucking heaven. Those are people that was doing certain forms of sacred science, a certain type of way with other things. That was the reason why I was regarded. When Thor wants to turn into a fucking animal and do all type of shit like that, he can't come back into fucking heaven because he let an animal vibrational go on a high level of acknowledgement with power that would have caused the extinction of an empress. So he couldn't go back into the fucking heavens that he was a part of because of what he did. And the rest of the individuals that knew that, they didn't want to be a part of that type of situation because other people were just trying to bring down their legacy and lineage, because there's something about the astrological tree from ancient times, like I was speaking about you, things about the ice galaxy and other individuals that, changed their form a certain type of way, and other low levels were considered. And then there was individuals that had a legacy and lineage that, me, the parent, and their real empress, and my other empresses don't want them to take certain forms and be a part of certain things, so that we didn't teach them animalistic zodiac signs a certain type of way because they're part of purity. So their science, so they were learning about the humane condition in a certain type of magic, a certain type of way for their existence, a certain type of way so it doesn't cause the extinction and causes me and the Empress to break up with the humane condition and love we have, and it causes death of their physical reality because that's what they lead up to. So for them to survival, they learn magic a certain type of way without being a fucking animal, without being agreeing to certain zodiac signs. They were just staying pure and clean and just had certain acknowledgement of the high consciousness that the reasons of their human condition exist, that the high energy beings from ancient times to now that ended up in a galactical world that's supposed to be conditioned only through a man like me and never do anybody else because that was the real. Matter of fact, I don't gotta tell you. You know, whoever do something stupid, the Empress is just knowing. I don't have to say nothing else. And I don't mean sexually. The Empress is gonna know. The Empress is gonna know who did this, try to kill her and murder her life, and then she's gonna know, you know, who caused what and why the times of the wonderful. How can I say this? Anity of our love golden times, you know, wonderful times of times that people couldn't even be a part of existence was just real, and then they just have to really realize who would have been the people that fucked it up at a time, and then who they greed of their emotions, and even if there was, there's certain things I gotta tell a person because another person can't believe what's going on a certain type of way because if it, and then you have fallen stars that have a certain type of oath that you just can't die a certain type of way. It's living, manipulating people that's just becoming savages in time that gotta be put away after a while. You know, and then the magic, the light that's gotta leave them, and it goes to the empress, or you know, the purity, enrichment, the wealth. You know, goes to me and the empress, or you know, and the part to the empress. If the empress does wrong to a human condition while in the metaphysical realm, she's gonna die, and it's you know whatever caused it, just gets the bacterial virus, infection, disease, and then they'll die with whoever caused it will just die. People wonder why, and then you know the wealth and enrichment of the light, of the purity, of the perfect comes to back to me because I'm the one that made it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Whoever caused that fucked up situation go to them. It has nothing to do with me. Another person said, this martial arts led to this martial arts led to that. And there, but I defended myself. I was precise in all the martial arts I did. If a person's trying to take advantage of me now to make me do some savagery to the human condition and handling, that's a person, you already got shot. They didn't care about my existence, so I'm already right. So another person is just even more wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm right itself. So this the thing is just get rid of the situation. That's what it's gonna be, and just make sure it's not on this planet with me until I die. And if an empress is trying to hold me here for hostage, trying to get rid of her bacteria infection, no, just bring it to a part of the. Yeah, pardon me about that. You know, the phone had died on me. I had to recharge my phone. But I'm gonna just tell you just like this. You know, just let any empress that I feel like I consider in the paradigm of time that I would want to make love to or have sexual intent with for a reason of certain time. I'm not recharging her power. If you know if the energy of light already knows she already did wrong, she was with other men and she intentionally did it. And even from a time, even don't let her go back in the system trying to warn herself neither because you'll see how she'll be trying to get in contact with individuals, probably wanting individuals to see her existence. That's gonna want to trigger some type of physics, and her physics are saying if she was on another person and then cause, you know, try to be blameless at the time. No, I don't want to hear that. You know, once the light realizes that she wants to enter certain times that was of the past, a certain type of way to go get certain things, she ain't need nothing like that. Because if I called her situation supposed to be in order to the point of time that we're in. So that means they were, you know, another person showed me a commercial, like they tried to make me think it was myself saying, oh, could you go back and get this? Could you go back and get that? Could you go back and get this? Could you go back and get that? Another person's wondering about another situation a certain type of way why I was doing something or why I would do something like that, but it wasn't me. But why I would do something like that at the time because another person was already spying on me. And same thing with this. Remember the story of Christ? They were foreseeing what Christ was doing, and they were trying to line him up a certain type of way, like astrology, because they were seeing the path a certain type of way. What I was speaking about when I'm Empress did martial was they want to make sure, you know, Empress trying to say her perfection has to be a certain type of way because that's her excuse The same with the affairs that she tried to commit a certain type of way, and this is why she did. No, that was a bitch was just being a fucking whore bitch that was just trying to manipulate individuals through time. None of that shit is happening with me, because I know what I'm speaking about. I know the precise situations to how to conduct it. Nobody gonna tell me how to commit. My empress ain't gonna know how to conduct a certain type of situation. Her education didn't reach a certain level of time. I'm here right now. So only certain empresses a certain type of way got a certain education. So the time for them to link a certain type of way is a different time. So it has nothing to do with what's going on because another person is trying to surpass the crown. That's trying to do. You understand imagine my situation, me having all the crown empresses and having all certain things of sacredcy. They're trying to do their own thing and set some type of next false reality because they want to live like some type of escort, some of them. So the majority of them, since I got shot, had years of the system and a life a certain type of way. A person tried to build a false reality and a false oath. It's like because the people that took oaths to them, they trying to fulfill that oath, and then you had other individuals that was like a part of King Arthur's circle, and that wanted to be cocksmen. They wanted to fuck the empress. The reason why they were into Arthur for Guinevere and all type of situations, and then manipulating certain situations in the paradigm of time, and then trying to look innocent when it comes to enlightenment because they want to play somebody stupid to make them seem, the reason what the garden did to Adam. Said to Adam, oh, you were one of them at the time, and then make them seem stupid at the paradigm. That was the first time of the misconception that was leading up to the gunshot of Boogie Night to me to have me in this predicament ahead of time because they felt like they got rid of the beginning of one Empress light of the love that we had, so it was going to lead up to me and the Empress death at a point in time, and then it was going to be a manipulation where they could have control of the magic, like it was going to be passed on some. It was never going to be passed because it was never going to be wolf situations, and you have this stupid Betcha Lane bitch that just trying to format everything to just lead up to trying to get a power a certain type of way because of the people of the Ice Galaxy monkeys in their spread because of fucking cats. The fucking cats, the cats don't give a fuck, so they just listen, man. I'm not getting into this. I'm not warring with those things, zodiac signs, and I'll just finish the zodiac signs. I'll literally finish the zodiac signs, bro. Don't make me say or do certain things, and you'll really be fucked up, bro. And it has nothing, and I'll be okay. Raffle and J, I'll be okay. You'll be real fucked up, bro. Don't make me do it, my nigga. The next time I think about and speak about these type of things, you're finished. I don't give a fuck what zodiac you're from. That's how it's gonna be. Anyway, I don't give a fuck how long you've been fighting, how long you've been in your condition, because this shit should have never happened in the first place for that type of influence, for the excuse, because other people wanted to give the love of the Empress a certain type of way because they wanted pussy and didn't understand what they were doing. In my Empress, certain of my Empresses didn't realize what was going on and they were going wrong. Oh, I'll do this for him. I'll do this for him. I'll be a certain type of way for him. And you're gonna be a certain type of way for him. Sorry to let you go. Thank you. See, you get another person. You guys. Sorry to let you go. Sorry. I was letting the system in the light, even the light of magic. This shit is gone. I'm letting that shit go because this shit wants to be a certain type of form of acknowledgement because the real parent, and this is not the real parent, but this is a little whore bitch that just wanted to learn the science a certain type of way. The reason why my Empress, I don't want to speak about something. If my Empress saying she was going to make her privacy of a secrecy a horse, she was going to end up with the extinction. I have things that I don't have to worry about with things like that. So, and all the other Empresses that are part of connected to the extinction of the zodiac signs are the only ones that's really nervous. Because they're like, damn, the nigga has Empresses that doesn't have none of the zodiac. So if we're the only stink pussy bitches with that type of situation, then Nice is gonna live a wonderful, glamorous life, a glorious life where there's otherwise there's not gonna have no stink extinction, and then next thing they're gonna be trying to marry me, blend into bloodlines, anatomy, and just why purity was important because other people don't want us to be foul or end up having foul, humane conditions like stink bitches that didn't care about their privacy. That don't make no sense. That's fucking up all generations of life reality because of low level beings, and then on top of it, my wife, you know the story of Medusa, right? My wife punished certain of the empresses for the wrong that they did, said, I'm not gonna get rid of you, but because of what you did, you're gonna be a certain type of reality. So my husband, if he comes to and remembers something happens to him, to remember you one of them funny bitches never to trust your ass because in the last minute you'll probably cause an unhumane condition to his reality. So he'll have to come back to his real love in life. That is the most highest elegance of the purity of the sexual of the physical reality that I kept so delicate with because the fact is I was literally murdering people because the science that they didn't know and it never could be spoiled because those are times of the real purity of other individuals that really did things out of love in other type of situations for the humane condition. I would never want to fuck up those times of their life because those are times they could even reflect in their consciousness to be happy at a time and be like, yo, you know something? This is the reason I'll be alive. It's just like setting honor. I'm not gonna fuck up people's reality. I could do certain things and then just go be with my other wives and never have that problem. And just be like, but my wives are so militant because they knew the reason of the glorious events because of the Galactical War and what led up to even having a Galactical War. We had those type of acknowledgments a certain type of way. I even gave my wives certain grace points because of certain things they indulged in a certain time because the lower individuals that wanted to learn a certain science and then she wanted to make sure that she was in control of the physics so she did certain things a certain type of way to make sure nobody could ever manipulate the physical reality to her being the crown and the magic force of the light would always identify her so she wouldn't have to worry about identity theft. So fuck other individuals that wants to, another person said, man, bro, I own this fucking land, bro, but I'm glad that another nigga's complaining, talking about he patched in and all this, all. I own this fucking planet, you asshole. So what the fuck are you doing here? I already showed I'm surpassed your head. If the nigga is talking about this is why the fucked up marriages with other people because he's like, yo, man, he want to manipulate people with other things. I'm like, let me show you something. You see Bill over there? I'm gonna show you the Empress is 3 calendars ahead of the nigga. The nigga can't even in my real wife, and the nigga can't even go to that level of space. So, like she'll murder the nigga if you even try to get relative. You wanna see it? See it? And anybody that was here in this place or anybody you know, see? So don't in a fair sexiness that has nothing to do with no animals, do that real purity, real stars and never took animal shit with extreme sexy and pretty. See? Don't worry about me, bro. Don't worry about me. Another the nigga Bill fucked up and you see, humane condition. Wonderful, sexy, pretty, acknowledgement, crown, earrings, all type of situation. So your whack homeboys have been lying to the system and all type of things, manipulating the physical. It has nothing to do with me. I don't care for that. And I'm just gonna be real with individuals, and I'm gonna just tell you just like this. You know, another person wanted to dishonor me, the reason of my existence. I don't give a fuck about them, and I see they're trying to sabotage my fucking, my battery saver because other people they want to do fucked up things a certain type of way. So, the system better be very careful with the type of people that are in. And I'm gonna just tell you just like this, and like I was saying about the magic, if I choose to refine any empress to have sex in a physical reality, is just sex. The light of magic, I don't know, is just sex. It's just a moment of pleasure, and if I choose, if I don't want to, fuck you. The extent, they can fucking die. I don't care. They can go do things and die with this. Other people or any earth element, any earth empress or any empress that has that type of mentality, I don't give a fuck because I'm not refining people that was already wrong. Just gonna try to cause imperfection to people that's already perfect. There's no surpassing your head, and there's no, I'm the emperor. You can't speak to me and thinking I'm not gonna correct you a certain type of way, and I'm gonna do it broad public a certain type of way because if you're claiming to really be an empress, you're gonna have to fend up and face up to your situation to the wrong that you did. So it's nothing to do with dignity, it's to do with how you conducting yourself. So now it's because of it, and it's the moon empress is causing this. So I'm gonna just tell you just like this, I done saved the situation a certain type of way. Individuals, I witnessed the situation and individuals fucked it up. Individuals like, do you know why this happened at the time they did this? And they keep going back to the situation because something they did hey, listen, I just seen it happen a certain type of way. I'm reflecting in the back in time, reflecting on who I am, of my wake up, and on top of it, I'm seeing certain things, and I decided at that time, this is how the situation is gonna be. If the situation was to ruin itself because it already did wrong, you just wanted an opportunity just to live a moment, and it was like some doomsday life. It was never a doomsday life. That means you have somebody doing something that already tried to expose the moon empress. It was the nigga on the History Channel. The nigga that said, is there people living inside the moon? How about if they told you there was people living inside the moon? When a person says something like that, he already said too much about a certain type of situation. It had nothing to do with me because I corrected the situation when it happened. It was the same times, around the same times of me providing evidence of the English situation, how they tried to kill the empress. He didn't want nobody to realize because they tried to clone the royal family. Then on top of it, because I was the real royal family that they tried to clone. And then on top of it, then the other, because remember there was stationary situations of certain type of ways. So then on top of it, then you had other individuals at a time that tried to manipulate a certain point of enlightenment a certain type of way that just wanted to live for the moment to know a level of secrecy because they want to be able to live that life because the experiences that they've been having for such a long time and they got with certain kids in Japan and Asia that was dealing with Mushu. Mushu then sourced them up for so long and then all type of things happen. That's it. Another person, and I'm the real emperor. Even the system already knows that. The system so pure it already knows a certain type of things because its nutrients is precise. So it don't even matter with me. And then the system gotta watch out for the with certain individuals in the future. That's it. I'm not telling you nothing else. And other empresses, anybody that try to manipulate the light, just drop dead and die. Just drop dead. I hope the light fucking kills them and die. And they whole situation, the way they've been going about situation like a little hose, just drop dead and die. And if you had people that was just regarding me, saying they were guarding me, protecting me, no, those were some holes that was watching me step by step because if they were regarding me, then what happened to the love that I needed at a certain time? How come they didn't fulfill that point of the love? Or then they're going to say, oh, there was some stalking nigga from there. I don't give a fuck because I could turn on certain other things, look at certain things, and I see people tapping in, spicing into the computer systems, all type of situations, all type of shit, trying to get my account. The police taking my phone. People stole a phone, and people stole a Sprint phone I had. I was going to a Sprint company one time in Kings Plaza, and there were people giving hookup of phones and stuff, right? They gave the little portable flip phones and stuff, and I didn't even go into them, but they had a little portable flip phones that you could see people's picture, you could send it to them, they could send it to you. They were giving people a hookup and stuff, phones like that. The system was watching me with the situation, and on top of it, the system's like, what's your name? And I'm telling them my name. Well, I could go by any name. I'm fucking when I made all the system, nigga. I'm all signatures. I was telling them so and so, system so and so. When I said a certain name, the individual sent me, they were like, yo, listen, matter of fact, this happens to be the real situation. They sent me a situation. They're like, yo, listen, you want to be a bounty hunter? This so and so. I'm like, hell yeah, I would do this situation. They hooked me up with another individual. They hooked me up with individuals with dark night. I said, oh, look at that. This individual just want me dead. And the individual I met at King's Plaza, he was like, yo, he was just ready to fucking Lionel Richie my shit. then he sent his little fucking Mushu Billy D. Williams because Mushu wanted revenge because Mushu felt stupid. And on top of it, they had to plot to fuck up the Empress light at a time because they already caused that friction in me. If they couldn't get me to fuck up the light, then they would never be able to have sex and be on a rampage that they were a certain type of way at the time. And then for them to break through certain empresses of their consciousness a certain type of way, they needed me to cause that type of, dismissal with my empresses for them to be able to break through the empress's consciousness because other jailhouse niggas broke through and did some other things and they couldn't control a certain empress to get to her magic a certain type of way. And then they would just feel like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then on top of it, Medusa was already providing the evidence that individual was wrong to a certain type of way that caused the empress to punish her, which my empress already knew, but she knew about her human condition was going to be a certain type of way. That's how she was going to be known. And then on top of it, her education exposed certain things to certain other people that caused certain type of exposure. So listen, I'm not getting into that type of situation. I don't care, man. You know, if an empress did wrong to the fucking light, her fucking died. The stupid bitch I'm hearing in my hallway that's over here in this fucking hotel talking about stop this, stop that. Matter of fact, let me tell you something. Let me tell the magic right in a force or something. Where we are. Let me just tell you something like this. The people that's embarrassing themselves, when they're saying stop and they're making the little outbreak cries, it's an outbreak cry. Keep them away from, I don't want to hear it. Put them in broad public somewhere, make them say stop, and make people realize that these people are fucking crazy, did wrong, and they let them die. I don't care. Good for them. You want to know why? Because they're not gonna be over here trying to spoil my mental to the already the bad magic they do. It's like every time I'm hearing it out of sequence, Empress of the Earth have a paradigm of life. So if you have a bitch that says, I'm gonna go to nights and do that shit all day because I'm going my consciousness because they shot me, and then on top of it, another Empress can't live being a whore a certain type of way at a time. It's uncomfortable, it's too embarrassing. She's ending up in places looking like a whore and everybody's remembering, and then after a while, it's causing an influence of her extinction because other people just wanted to take advantage of it at a certain time because of attorney. So she's ruining the certain anatomy of other individuals. And the people that was doing that was Aid, Shaylee, and Liz because they wanted vengeful because they couldn't have the love that I had in my other empresses because they already offended the 10 astrological Jew empresses. And on top of it, they were trying to expose the 10 astrological Jew empresses because they wanted to do identity theft to live their life where nobody could know what was going on with them because they didn't want the empresses to manifest even at a time. And I'm the one that says anytime I want them to manifest because they're a jewel empress. And another person didn't want me to do that because they wanted to control the Mings. They wanted to learn Ming syncrecy, all type of funny situations because they went after the Ings, they went after the Mings. Everybody I spoke about away, these are the people was targeting on top. The people that I wrote about things in my book, they targeted those people. Because the people that's around me is causing that misery because it's another individual that you're hearing on the cartoon with the big chest, with the mask on, and has a little baby woo and a little Walter Paul poo-poo boy and all type of shit because they just trying to run around in the system in life, living the happy life, trying to make somebody miserable, being happy, making other people's lives miserable, saying they're defending and regarding a person, and they're the ones that cause the unfucked up humane condition, that cause the uncomfortability with the chick that says, I just want to be able to dance with my husband. Me and my husband is dancing. I just want to be able to dance with my husband. And then the niggas dancing at a time like, oh, nigga, I'm gonna live for the moment. I got paid a certain type of way. Got a little. Other people know what's going on. I got a little finance or something. I got paid a certain type of way. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna fuck this and these are people that just don't care because they've been living such a long time. People have been trying to already fuck up their secrecy and other people, and then they fucked up their own secrecy. Then they had people fucking the secrecy, leading them to conditioning and fucking up their secrecy, and then they want to not be wrong with a situation a certain type of way, a certain time. Other people are not in a situation perfect. No. Those are people on higher levels that's doing funny things for my empress. They're looking at the times and doing certain things, and then on top of it, showing you how fucked up they are because those are people from higher levels of space that came down that was demoted already. We're in a certain type of space right now. You have certain type of individuals right now. And then you have people that's a certain type of way that when they're looking at their anatomy, they're looking like animals and things that they never did in their life. And then other individuals are just thinking about nitpicking situations because they're getting nervous because they don't want to say that they did something wrong if they were part of the escort or club or they went to their little strip club party because everybody's being adventurous. When we travel back in time and we came there, he's going to find out that we were there at this time and then it's going to be mama's going to be all type of situation. Mom's going to go do this and all type of things. They probably showed up at a little strip club event. Oh, don't worry, I was there too at a little strip club event. Oh, they weren't there? The ones that went there, they wasn't really honest with the situation. And nothing really good ever came from me out of there. Matter of fact, I even seen this chick named Cream that was there. I can't even tell you about it, man. That's just somebody that's going to end up, getting killed. A person, your homeboy Zob is going to die. Your homeboy Mati, GolD, they're going to end up dying. Another person said, oh, this is Jewel. No. That's not the Jewel Empress. How would you absorb the light of the Jewel? It's like telling the 10 astrological Jewel Empress. That's something I'm calling here free content and hear everything I say. Now, it's just like telling me your children, Mati, Govern, all them, or you saying those were your children, they expose your light of your jewel to your depth of your sacredness, and then they cause your death in the physical reality. So you be never to manifest. So you told me those were your kids. You never wanted to come in the physical, and you're going to die in a realm What you gonna tell me? Till I'm ready, then they were gonna die? No, 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 no. Those are people that's gonna literally cause their rape in a paradigm of time. They just wanted to get it in. So was those really your children, or those people that just got to your sacredcy that you got so comfortable with that they just been stealing your life, or how long you've been breaking, splicing, and wires, doing cable hookups and all types of situations, trying to command and saying they got this. This is the same individuals that never wanted me to go to Boston. That fucked up me and my going to Boston and being with certain empresses in Boston because they did the Salem situation. They framed the empresses so much because they wanted the empresses in Boston so much they caused the Salem situation for me to never go to Boston. So I'm never going to Boston no more. That's it. Right? Good. You want a Salem situation? Sure, they should have knew how to control themselves. The kids didn't know how to control themselves. They good for that. You know, they living happy. That's gonna be the destruction of part of the earth that you. That's why I don't even want to speak about it. I already know what's gonna happen. I just don't speak about it. So I was like, oh man, oh. I'm not. Nobody's gonna force me to be with people that want us to do wrong. They're voting. They're voting. They want their empress. They don't want their empress in the physical reality. They're voting. You don't get it? Should she come there? If she manifests, she's instantly on the run. She's gonna be on the whole team. Scorpion King. This that. You gotta think about this empress. You know, remember this when you started. What? What are you telling me? What? Ron Angle. You telling me I think about this empress? A chick come through looking a certain type of way, and you think it's supposed to go down a certain type of way. Nothing but dick came through a certain type of door with a chick, and then you had the fucking H.A. Lane Liv that was battling the chick that was trying to convince her to be some super whore, and they just wanted to butt fuck her. They probably wanted to butt fuck her brother, you know? Get the fuck out of here, man. You think I'm stupid? Your Mrs. Hyde that just been with her boyfriend from Long Island that came up with, these are people that found money in places, and another nigga said they had a stash of certain places, and another nigga came back, found out the stash wasn't there, and then now they just ready to go all out because, listen, if people that sold their soul tried to sell the Empress. They said people that were selling their soul was escort, making the Empress end up like an escort. They wanted it to be an escort, a hooker that's being monitored so they can frame her or, cause her death, entrap her, and then know her every move because she had some stupid shit that just wanted to get between the new matter of a human condition. That's it, Well, it's not new, but matter of her human condition that keeps rejuvenating and looking fresh. It's like asking, how long could you maintain killing yourself for you kill your husband? What? They asked the Empress that everybody died. Whoever asked her never thought that died. That's it. The life or energy would just have to finish them and die. Like I told you, any Empress having their consciousness that they're doing wrong, manipulating, saying they're regarding me or not, and just trying to torment and torture my conscience, and they having fun doing it, and they feel like they're trying to keep, and then they turn to the light and say, I'm trying to keep my light and emotions and my happiness up a certain type of way, so this, that, and the other, and this is how I enjoy it because of the things that they did, and I feel so. That's her excuse for tormenting you because the things that might happen when I realize what she did, I might be so disgusted about the situation. So get rid of it. I don't give a fuck. Bye-bye. That's how it's going to have to be, Too bad. You probably have too much of dependent with shit. So you could die with this shit. if I don't know I don't think I'm ever looking for shit. You know what I'm saying? So, be real. That's it. Good boogie night. Boogie night, baby. There's no more boogie night for this baby. And I ain't a baby. I was the reason of for a reason of you having a baby. And the reason, and the bitches that's mad is the bitches that's barren. Because they done bared so many other earths. Rags, edge, bleeding, shield mother, then caused so many severian cancers, all type of shit with the astrological sign of Cancer already. Nobody wants to double back to undo that shit because people are going to realize their magic and the things that they do in their secrecy, and then there's going to be situations. But then you have people that's trying to manipulate like heroes and say, oh, we got the cure for this. Where did you get the cure from? Because all the human condition of the planets are in me. So where did you get your mother's secrecy from? How did you sell your mother like an escort that you didn't want your mother realizing that you sold her like an escort? And how did you have a part to do with killing the people of Immaculate Conception and killing Christ? Where did you fall in a part of that equation that ruined life that caused the first galactic war? Show me who you are that entered that equation a certain time. I would like to know. Another person said, but listen to it. Where did Immaculate Conception come from, bro? That's it. You know, I'm not taking it for that. What the magic force knows, I don't care. You know, I'm going to do real, I'm myself, and I don't give a fuck about other people. Another person, that's why they probably went after the Rock family. They probably tried to convince the elves to go after the family of Ra and then cause me and the elves, to be in bad type of, they causing turmoil with me and elves, and I never had turmoil with elves. And elves were people that was fair, sexy, pretty, and they couldn't, elves, I'm not talking about the elves. The elves are, the crystal rollers. They're the ones that said, oh, these pinhead niggas, oh, just ball them out. Ballin'. Those are the elves. Then the ballin' big heads about, jukebox city and shit. Oh, ooh, yeah. Ooh, guys, watch out now. You ain't got nada. I don't want to think about Rags Edge Blade and them. How can I say this? Rags Edge Blade and Shield and them used to give them little pin ornaments for voting, little panties, edible panties, and the little fucking, like, little thong panties and shit, and then mess up their crotch, and the next thing the empress sleep up in the middle of the night when they make their oath and stink up their crotch, or poke their crotch, or do all type of shit, snakes in their crotch. All type of fucking up girls' privacies that wanted to marry into the family. Want to marry into the family? Then he does something to be vindictive with them, and then he ruins the legacy and lineage of the family. The whole family can't find out because they spread it out. Because they're all stars, and when they find out they're having a disease war within each other, then they're embarrassed from everybody else, and then they're calling the Zodiac. Well, I know that we're a part of the Zodiac. They're trying to learn this one. How do you do this? How do you do this? Then the Zodiac's like, what the fuck is wrong? Then they realize these strip club parties coming to life. then the certain wives that was put away, like Medusa and them, is like, oh my God, we're about to be wrong. Here we go. Oh, we gotta get nice. This is gonna be the shield. The shield. We need the real item. The shield. That's not the shield. And then you got the fucking nigga running around. Oh, I'm Scorpion King. The niggas trying to be pulling out all type of shit, and then going after Rob Jules, trying to fulfill rights and all type of things. Jewel Empresses getting cold. Fucking men that was Jewel Empresses. They turning black and brown skin, blacking out the jewel for good at their point of enlightenment. So if their mother ever comes around and tries to come to save them at a point, she'll get murdered and raped instantly. So the nigga voted that he didn't even love his mother, and then that probably wasn't her son. Probably a nigga that ate her son and ate him for nanotechnology in the military. Probably them pre-prime trans niggas manipulating element science and then the magic. You gotta expose them niggas to show individuals who they are. Let the other individuals notice it. You're supposed to notice it. And until I'm back into the high point of existence, don't let me know nothing about it. Because if them niggas find out anything about it, I don't want innocent people dying before they find out their education. And please don't let me listen, man. I'm telling you. This is why the stupid nigga Bill probably here just watching. Another watcher. Watchman. You don't get me? Watchman. Watching. You Tommy? Tommy? You see what time of this stuff? How many coffee you bring over here? Yo, listen, you gotta get gas over here. No. I don't care about it. I'm not stupid. I'm not a nigga that just want the. You know what they're going after? The Ninja Planet scrolls. They want Ninja Planet scrolls. Everybody's trying to become best friends and they're the hot shit training to be a ninja so they can get Ninja Planet scrolls because they want to do an invasion every time. They probably just want to invade certain planets of real sacrecy. The baddest bitches in space, they're going to invade. So the Empress is going to look like Pimple City. The main Empress of all space is going to come out looking like fucking Herpy Pimple City. I'll never, she'll never be able to do that with me, but Her kids wanted to be like Pimple City. You got fallen stars, the high levels of the highest space. How it's something to hear me. And if there's any fallen stars that need to be dropped, drop them and make sure they can't even drop to the depth of space, and then don't drop them on this planet, drop them away from all the triple crosses, drop them to the forever void. Drop them forever void so, they'll never be able to resuscitate in life, in cycles of life, that's right. They'll never be able to drop to me neither. At a certain depth they just get disintegrated, they're finished. Just dropping the forever void, you think that's it. I don't got time for that. My empress should know why. You know what I mean? Empress, she already knows. Alright, so I don't care, what I'm talking about. And then stupid bitches talking shit. Anybody of the human condition, if they ever put, with the force of their possession of their trying to learn with everything, possess them individuals, embarrass them in public. Don't embarrass innocent people, but make them have a point of alignment to make other people that's innocent uncomfortable. You embarrass those people with each other in public. You cause their embarrassment, real spectacles of embarrassment for them. Make people like me, people of the purity of perfect like me and pretty sexy people, see them for the embarrassment that they are. Make sure it's a real setup of the embarrassment. Knock out their individual consciousness or whatever, because that's what they're probably trying to do to everybody else because they're gonna go suicidal magic or something. And then next thing you know, make their little spectacle of embarrassment where people could view it and know the difference, not to be stupid like them people and don't do stupid things like them people. And then keep them away from all wonderful social economic systems, even of humility, even of country, mountain life, certain perfect cities, certain city life. Get them out of New York. Don't let them be in populated cities where people make it seem like it's attracting too much of a bioorganism, a biodebris organism, a certain type of way, because it has a certain type of name, a certain way, and then niggas know all type of situations, because certain things have to be contained. So you want to make sure you go to places like third world country white islands where nothing but white people or something. If they're good in their metaphysics and martial, it should never get there. So bring them to other places. Well, don't let them invade the country. Just get them. Don't dirty the sea. Don't dirty the water. Please. I came up with ideas with gyros and filters to prevent that from happening a long time ago before I even got shot. Came up with it in again in the paradigm, different type of gyros, other things, other passageways for for the sea. It was like even better than the Atlantean that I had it originally. It was even way more better. And then on top of it, just don't. This is why I came up with the sewage and all type of ideas before the system already knew this. This is why I came up with the pipeline filter. The system already knew all this. I was gonna format it as I just go out a certain type of way, just to make sure the future goes back a certain type of way. And then on top of it, they didn't want me to relearn my education a certain type of way because they wanted to see how original I was. This is how fucked up the people were that was gonna try to infiltrate the system that was around me, that just came around us in no point of life, economy. And then on top of it, these were, when I was in the supermarket being targeted just now, when I started this video from before, they were going after Bertha Lynn. They were like, you think it was his mother? It's not even my mother. Is this a child of my astrological tree of mine? And then on top, you think it was a situation, and they went over here. They wanted to fit in because they said she was an imperfect situation because they were trying to really learn about her sacredcy because other individuals in the island couldn't know a certain type of thing, a certain type of way. And then on top of it, the people that I'm seeing from the way the girl looked in a certain type of way, they were going after the Cupid. So these are people that's trying to break into the Cupid magic, that's trying to get after the Love Empress because they want to whore the Love Empress. They want to make her feel like she shouldn't be loved because of emotion, and then she just wants the most spectacular love because other people been abusing her humane condition of the astrological tree of her magic. And I tried to warn about that. I was like, yo, listen, watch the people you're doing magic for, because if they really don't give a fuck and they just want pussy, they're just gonna try to whore you out. They're gonna try to lead you to whore you out. Don't do magic for people that just want whores and that someone don't give a fuck about people. Then on top of it, I'm like, yo, listen, be careful how you're dealing with me because I'm really love himself. So I can never be hurt. I know what real love is. I'm always gonna have real love. I know I'm glory. I already know how to. Don't worry about me. Another person, they just want whores because they want to whore the empress of love. So be careful of that type of situation you do imagine for other chicks that just want different boyfriends. Hey, I want a boyfriend here, I want a boyfriend here, and then oh girl, this and so forth. Those are people trying to, this is how they caught Afro that they wanted to wear out her to wear out her emotions, to cause her downfall, to say that she wasn't a person that was supposed to rule the way she ruled and stuff. And once they tried to do that, they were automatically wrong. So, they were trying to make her get into, oh, you gotta get into this type of sexual deviance. You gotta be in this type, because they want it like this, they want it like this. No, 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 no. These are people trying to cause the wrong type of intent of vindictiveness, deviousness, and cause a victory. And then there's people that already know the craft, and that will cause you, endanger you, and the next thing you know, they will turn on you, because the people of the craft already know how to look at situations a certain type of way, and the next thing you know, it will be literally what the individuals that broke into the Hercules cartoon when I was Zeus and tried to act like they were me Zeus, and the next thing you know, that pond will be your pussy. He'll be next thing you know, you'll have literal pornos and physics of people sticking their foot inside of niggas sticking their arms all the way inside of girls, their hand and all. I'm guaranteed that's gonna be a part of the film. And then on top of it, I showed you how nice I was. I took a bottle. This chick named Christine King one time. I was at her house doing something one day, yeah? I took a bottle, a brown bottle, and it was like, whoop. That's it. That's it. Another person said, what are you talking about? I said, yo, listen, this is what it was. This is what it was. I'm sorry. I just the black if I could have get a black wise cord, that's what it would have been. There you go, Bob. You know what I'm saying? Like, every day, oh, Tony the Tiger, oh, Tony, I'm in love with you. my wife, my wife said, yo, Kelly's trying to kill you, bro. So my wife said, Kelly got with Sheba. Kelly got with Sheba, and Kelly, Kelly's looking like, Kelly's looking like Liv. Oh, I said Kelly's looking like Liv. I said I thought Kelly was looking like Shay, in a way, but without the forehead, a certain type of way. Shay grew into the big forehead, her head swole up. I thought Shay was an elf one day. So, ain't you an elf, bitch? Oh, I thought you were. I thought you wasn't an elf, but I was saying. I thought you were hanging out with the elves, so you were like hanging out with elves? Look at that. Extra bonk. It's like the warning sign. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And it was my wife doing it. Like, what am I doing? You a mushu, bitch. You a mushu, get the fuck out of here, you rat. Fucking bowling ball strip party. I thought you were the boss in the bowling ball strip party, I thought you were behind over there in Mill Basin, around the corner at the bowling ball behind around King's Plaza and them areas. I thought you were throwing the strip parties in there. I thought that's what you wanted. That's what you wanted. I thought you out there, your mushu, you were mushu, causing the moon's death. You want a bright point just to be at, no, don't want the sun to see me. The moon bitch gotta come down here now. The pool city, foot, call it the foot. She said call it the foot city, She's foot, she's foot city, bowling ball pin, you know what I'm saying? Tactical arrangements of divorces for you, right? Can't got nothing but love, like, nothing but love. Instead of calling Heavy D, you call Biggs. Chris Gentile. Oh, man. Wow. Ain't nothing but love. Nothing but love, man. A jewel empress had children that turned back that voted to kill her so they could have her power all day. So, if I die, man, you ain't never coming back over here, man. They tell you gotta love me for this, man. I'm going all the way for that. And they tell you that. While I'm not there, the ones that caused me to get shot. They told you in the paradigm, I'm the paradigm of time. Mom, I love you so much, I'm dying for you, Mom. If some dad come back and tell you you're gonna die over here, man, it's real over here. And then they died, right? They said, is it dad because dad got shot? No. It's because they the ones that caused that to get shot. They said, "Oh, you're a Jew? Oh, I can't use this. My pussy. My." Dad was around. There was a lot of wow, wow, wing, wing. I had a lot of wing, wings, man. Wing, wings. Now I was so wing, wing. I was supercharged in them pre-prime chances and then pussy, you pussy. He was like, oh my, pussy. I never seen a certain type of way before, man. You dying over here, man. As soon as you come over here, man, because if I can't get that pussy again, man, I'm dead. Like what? He's like, I'm looking for something new, man. I just gotta know the new ways and certain things. Man, we good over there. We got, but this is good for me. He gave him out a whole quote like, you gotta be something better in life, man. You gotta be more self-sufficient. And I'm like, your mother is a conditioned jewel. You told your mother she has to be more self-sufficient. Ain't nothing more wonderful than your mother. And if there is things a certain type of way, your mother's already wonderful. You don't gotta worry about your mother. Matter of fact, your mother knows what you doesn't care about. And then that's what killed me because he separated the love. The surgical divorce. The surgical divorce. The one that blacked out. Oh, there you go, man. It's, your baby. If he can't know it, anytime you go to him, he has to know it. It was like because he has to know what was going on a certain type of way. Yeah, yo, babe. You gotta get rid of him. You think of Monty, your fucking, your Reggie on 39 between 39th and 38th between J and K. I mean 38th and 39th between J and K. God, your homeboy over here soon taking television away like he's just still a jewel, like he robbed the bank before, so he was a part of it. Yo, listen, people like that, you keep my human condition happy in my mental, embarrassed and send them away. I don't even need to see the confusion. It just needs to look away where I can bypass it and just don't worry about it. That's it. I'm a man of honesty, a person that already did wrong in the physical reality with their stink bitches. Make sure all their stink bitches get really caught. Don't don't interfere in my life and my happiness and make my uncomfortable in any type of way in life. Make them really get caught, put away, and then never break out and never worried about certain things in life or certain type of. That's it. All the anatomy and the cause of the situation going to, and it's that I don't want to hear it, I don't want to see it, smell it, I don't want to know nothing about it. If I ever think about something a certain type of way, another person said it has to be, certain situations will have to be escorted to me. It should already know how to get to me without another individual. We're going to the futures, we got smart cards. Dogs, this is forever locked. If you know certain things, it should be a certain type of setup just to make sure. If I have to see, make sure that I see it's coming out the car, it is beeping, the car blooping or something, or you did this, or did I see it? To make sure to secure, do all types of things where I know this, okay, I gotta make sure this shit is secured. Right back, there's no walking away, there's no going to the store, go get me something, this is go back in. I'm like, for real. Yeah, little whore internet bitches all day massaging pussies with dildos, other niggas looking at privacy, police grabbing my phone trying to get the pictures, all type of individuals trying to break in because these are the people that's trying to cause breaking and breakouts. You understand? Because they're breaking through secrecy and information and international security, all type of things, causing and breaking and breakup. These are people, not me. A rifle in jail is different, but the other people that was trying to get my phone. This, you remember the flip phone I told you I had the green one with the girl from Alabama? And then when Ixa gave me her number, as soon as Ixa gave me her number, I had the girl from Alabama, I had the other girl number in my phone, I had this other chick, who was, I had Amanda was so much people that I had in my phone, and then the chick Vanessa, the chick Vanessa that causes disturbance. Oh, Amanda, I don't want to be with you no more. Oh, man, he can't be with you no more. You gotta cause a little disturbance in his life and wondering why he can't have that pussy no more. He just had something, he was, get rid of it and just, oh, you're speaking to my friend. Oh, I was speaking to your friend. Or I wanted to get with your friend. I was going to take her back to my house. Your friend, I think your friend already reflected not to be with me. I think she reflected so much not to want to be with me that my wife, according to your astrological tree, was already shooing that bitch away for her not to sleep with me while I was sleeping with you because didn't want something. I was already happy with her, and I didn't want to tell her nothing. Like, yo, you ready? You good? You don't have to worry about nothing. Like, I'm the type of individual when I get with a chick, I don't do funny things certain type of ways sometimes. When I'm with dark skinned black chicks, brown skinned chicks, it'd be different in the physical reality. I'll probably be in certain places and stuff. But when I really get with a chick that I really like this a certain type of way, you don't gotta worry about me here, and all type of things. It's just the upliftment of all existence of the physical reality that you're gonna receive. Anything else is a, like natural protection and shit. And I wouldn't be with no stupid chick a certain type of way that another nigga was already just wanted a certain type of way. So don't worry about it. She like, you won't be my friend. Okay. You wanna be with me? You sure? You want to say that I was so real. My wife got you. I didn't even realize it at the time. My wife got up, got me up when we started one morning. Good day, she go right there. Well, I can't be with you. I want to be with my friend. You talk to my friend. I walked her up to the side. Well, you really serious or something? This is where you want to be in life? Were you serious? All right, hey, okay, look. You know, the next thing you know, she's taking notes. I found her in another school one day in a classroom taking notes. Oh, this is this. I was here taking notes for this one. I said, oh, so you were doing your own thing. So I tried to save your life that night, and you decided to go a while. Another nigga looked at me at the time and said, "You trying to save her life?" I said, "Yo, man, listen, like, listen, Twinkle Light. Let me tell you something, Twinkle Light. You chased the bitch away one night. I got with the chick. I tried to save her life because of the fact that she wasn't knowing what was going on. Then when I seen you another time, I told you while you were hanging out with your peoples, you wanted to party. I said this ain't the place for you, man. You know, I'm not. You were looking like yo. You know, what I'm saying like you. Well, you look like you didn't gang bang, but you look like you know. I don't know if I'm the East and stuff. I don't know about if you were living on some West Coast or this and oh yeah. Then on top of it, then you had the nigga Earl that just fucked up. He fucked up life. Then on top of it, you know, when when you, when I try to tell you and speak to you that day, like yo, this is not the place for you. This is you know you got your supercharged. You got your supercharged in. You know you wonder why you were supercharged in a certain type of way, and then you thought you were the champion, and then what you needed was more than what you thought because it doesn't matter how long ago we grew a longer time, but you just thought anyway. If you thought if it was in one moment, then you know you cheated yourself. Don't bring yourself down and then wonder what happened and then think about yo how I'm gonna get over this, how I'm gonna do this, and there's none of that over it. There's none of that with me or a certain type of way. So now get my pockets gotta look like the way it's supposed to look. So oh well. And then I'm telling you, you know, I already got situations. I already got to tell you. I don't got to tell you that. Another nigga, you looking like a domino player to other niggas out here. Another nigga's just waiting for you another type of way. Then on top of it, they're gonna frame the niggas I'm speaking about because the nigga, the nigga Taj thought he was the man, and then I'm telling niggas, yo, listen, niggas about to frame you just to get to Ninja Galaxy, just to make you seem like you were the niggas that did something. So y'all gotta be careful. I don't gotta tell you about early out. You know, just early out, I'm just already telling you before certain things happen to y'all. You know, and other people's already watching the things I'm writing down certain type of ways. Because at night you got the creepers walk away, you go to the store, forget something in your pocket, city, you know, it's over here. So anyway, I'm just being real with you, man. You know something, man. Then you got other chicks that thinks they on the they over here OJ Simpson style. So I don't give a fuck about it. Then you got the hostage or if I don't get the response from this nigga, then it's Boom City for this. Then I'm walking around international security wondering why they say, yo man, it might be a little space time for you, man. Better be careful where you at, man. Like, what are you telling me about your consciences? You know, I already made you. I surpassed this situation. I was so. I was already so nice. I was able to just be around you and teach you at the same time that you thought you were doing something in the paradigm, and I still recovered. So you tell me how nice I am, since you're so worried about me. Then you know if you becoming one of those cocksmen. You know, I don't know if another nigga was a late night muncher and shit. You can't even get a secured line. You looking like you want fadeaway already. What the fuck wrong with you? I don't got time for your Brady bunch and shit. Oh, you gonna wire this? You gonna do this? You gonna wire this? You gonna do? You gonna hook up this to this and this? It sound like a fucking sound like the Yosemite Sam that needs to get his nose plucked. Oh man. But anyway, man, like I told you, in the light, in the magic lights of the physical reality, I was telling them, other people doing possession magic and they doing their magic to possess powers and all type of things. Well, you know what happens? I get all the love and sex and wealth and enrichment I want in the physical reality, and then like and brightens up my human condition in my life and my heart. You keep them chicks in the character, I'll be back. If they get out of character, I'll be back. Either way, and well, depending because you know something, them bitches ain't terminating my reality. So I'm just being real. And any of them funny niggas that's looking for things, bye bye to their consciousness as soon as they come around looking for something their eyes can't even see what the fuck they're looking for. And then on top of it, anywhere I travel to, I just want to be happy. Everything I do is say, I don't need no ugly, stink, fat, ugly girl. No ugly girl. I'm gonna punish her for you. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna walk by and I'm punching her face if she tries to. I don't need none of that. I don't need none of the people trying to make old people lives uncomfortable because they're trying to get some pussy. I don't need your secret peekaboo dick niggas. Your strip club homegirls and niggas. I don't need none of your what is it called? What do they call this? Your unisex chicks. I don't need none of your unisex chicks. Peekaboo creeped out on you, and then next you know, it's this is how we look feminine. I don't need none of your funny gay party certain ways. I don't need none of them funny type of situations. And keep your funny gay party away from my situations that I'm having. I don't need them to implant nothing at a time for an individual a certain type of way. They have a plan. My caretakers already knew about private economics. If they couldn't do certain other things here, we don't need the escort appointments before they cause an all worldwide Star Wars galaxy. Because if they come here and they have that mentality, they ain't never leaving here. The Empress already knew that. That's it. So you just make that phone call, and I guess they tickle me Elmo from where they at already can come pick them up. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't going back up neither. The light already knows they're never going back up. They ain't got to travel through the court. They ain't traveling Portal through Cloth. They ain't, they ain't doing none of no type of funny futuristic car. I'm speaking about car. They ain't doing no Back to the Future. None of that shit. And matter of fact, in the portal in Magic or something, they ain't never getting to me the paradigm to go crime. If you know that, you lose them. That's it. Lose them. The Empress say, yo, listen, I think she might have to have a pimple to remember that shit ain't never coming back in her cycle. Wipe out. Wipe out. That's what you're gonna have to do to them shit. And make sure it's never on my physical. Straight straight to their beholder somewhere else that has been showing off. That wants to wear the camera on. The shit that the Empresses wants to make a spectacle out of a certain type of way. Just wearing, always going somewhere wearing her like like it's a natural defense. Like he been trying to just fuck up her condition. Well, shit, they could get wiped out over there. You want to wipe out? If it doesn't wipe it out, she'll know for sure to get rid of that. And the ones she's skeptical about that might do that, make sure they they never hear my ears. Only all the other ones. Oh no one just look at it like one of those ones. And make sure that they wasn't set up to end up in a situation like that because another nigga already disrespected his light from a certain time and wondering if the light remembered from the head buses I was getting in New York. So you have to make sure you're keeping track of everything that's going on with certain individuals. We don't. It's not like the chick that panicked. Yo, you gotta black out the city. You gotta black out the city. Certain empresses wondering how they got back at a certain time because remember, the Helen. I happen to call back certain empresses a certain way that was already fucked up. Once the light already knows that they were fucked up, they're gonna fade away out anyway because the light is gonna know to get rid of them because of things that they did. But it's not gonna don't cause no head bust situation. It's just gonna be another type of way. But don't let it interfere with my point of existence and happiness now. And let it happen another time that done pass away. I don't even matter of fact, don't interfere with my harmony and my point of existence how I wanna be happy. If I have a chick that's spying on me that just wants to spy on me a certain type of way that's an empress that's watching me the things I'm making and then they're reporting to people trying to do certain funny things, that chick consciousness is gone already. The light of the crown already knows what's going on. And on top of it, the possession of the force of the magic she's trying to learn to possess the force, she's already finished. She don't know nothing about life, man. Chick finished already, man. It don't even matter, man. Yeah, she's doing it to herself, so it don't even matter. She's already finished. She don't know nothing stupid. It don't matter. Anything that was reported to is stupid and gone. Listen, everybody outside, if they're gonna argue, make a spectacle, try to cause uncomfortable situations, trying to make scenes a certain type of, I don't even need to know about. I don't want to hear nothing. Just get rid of it. Anything that tries to make me feel uncomfortable in physical reality and my humane condition, emotional, mental, physical, get rid of it. Before stink pussy trying to get to me, trying to manipulate to do all type of things, get rid of it. HA, anybody that was the fucking virus from HA and live rags and blading shield of mix or match shit, get rid of it. Anybody of the other stupid mix or match shit, get rid of it. Ain't nobody got time for martial arts or death. Martial arts or slow, slow, slow death. Listen. I don't need to see any type of signs of certain things a certain type of way. All right. I don't need to see any type of signs of certain things. Okay. Other people don't need to know about certain other things. I don't need to know about your voting is over. Voting time is over. If they're uneducated, they're still trying to vote, that means they're going to disrespect the element light system sooner or later, international security. No, for sure, you're going to have to shut it down. You're going to have to secure yourself at a point in time of existence real quick, and then make sure you just secured at a point in time of existence to handle all the funny situations that's out around me before certain things start happening. The portal energy already knows. As long as it knows it knows for a fact it's not going to endanger my life, is the portal energy is going to have to probably mark it, and then as soon as it tries to boop, it's going, it's out of here. That's it. Sorry, what's going on there? It's just going to have to know for real. All the magic light, the force of existence of all magic, metaphysics, mythology, science, human condition, atmosphere, space, gravity, the real gravity of the real space force of all levels, all colors, or all, even elements is going to have to know to secure me, and even the humane conditions in themselves are going to have to really secure me and make sure everything is conducted to make me feel laughter, happiness, love, and leads up to physical sex, physical love, physical wealth and enrichment, and then the quality of the high rise of life to make sure the future gets to a future economic system for the development of the high intensity of the physical reality of one's human condition of love. Identify my speech pattern of the reasons of one's militance, of human conditions, of one's comfortability and comfort of the physical reality also. That's it. And there's nothing else, man. There's nothing else. If I want sex, I should even be able just to see certain things to call a commercial, or chat this, or so app that just you could just speak to a feminine being, a pure feminine app. If some people that just whatever, I'm not getting it. As long as I get my little scooter, my little motorcycle, because I either get my scooter or my motorcycle. I'm not driving no car. I'm not driving a car when I'm out. Or if it really starts snowing and the snow gets real enormous and crazy out here, I get a four wheeler with a fucking a four-wheeler with a shovel. Call it the five-wheeler, just in case. Just in case I wanna do a pop wheelie on the four-wheeler that it has an extra wheel that braces the back, that links to the side to brace the back, for more support, for balance, to make sure that I'll never flip over. That's it. So call it the five-wheeler. Or my scooter that I made with the three-wheeler. It's called the triad. The triad. I'll call it the Trinity. The triad. The three-wheeler. The wheel in the front, two wheels in the back, and just going. That's it. Now, I'm supposed to have these things, the digital system already. The digital system knew everything I was supposed to have. I'm the real Scrooge. I was supposed to have everything. There's not supposed to be a time of uncomfortability. I'm gonna go to the ATM dispense. It's go to so and so. It's supposed to. It's not supposed to be any type of funny situation. Anybody wondering how come they wanted this, they want that, they're gonna do this. There's no bargaining or funny type of situations, because I'm not in jeopardizing or causing uncomfortable conditions of people that try to throw the reasons of an emperor, or of the rulership of myself, even my empress at the time, because I command the emperor, so of myself, and then literally we're not trying to have people finance other people to take over, or try to bid out the economics. We're trying to get the future technology to go complicate the system, to break down the future and cause the end of existence. We're not leaving a trail to the Wizard of Oz. There's no follow the yellow brick road to end my life. Get the fuck out of here. Whoever trying to do that, get the fuck out of here. The system already knew all these type of things I was speaking about. Ralph Lane Jr., that's it. And if the future was wondering about my EBT, it, pardon me, but I have to let you identify a certain type of way. That's it. I don't got nothing else to say. You know me. Now, you see the difference while I was telling you about my license, right? Because DMV didn't want to give me my license. And then other funny situations, see, they try to widen my head because be careful, because the individuals in DMV was like, yo, listen, it's nice. If I keep getting situations, they're gonna try to head bust me, saying it was like a threat and a point of physics, because they just wanted to give me a headaches all day. So it was the people that was working in the DMV that was down with the New York, downtown Brooklyn DMV. So I don't got nothing else to say. All the people that took it, they knew, they gave me a green receipt with the red ink paper when I paid to renew my license. They said that they have it in the system, and it was the green paper with the red ink. They knew what they did, so I don't care. Then they stole the receipt, and then next thing you know, oh no, I really have problems. And they told me, oh, when you have problems, gave me the receipt, paid for my situation, they're gonna send it to me. They never send it to me, go back, so later. I'm like, yo, can I get it my situation? Oh, we don't have it in the system. Okay, man, fuck it. I'll just go get an ID. Don't want to argue with nobody no more. Fuck you. That's it. No, chips, nanos, gold nanos. That's it. I don't give a fuck about what's the situation. That's it. 10 carat, 18 carat, really 18 carat, 19 carat. I'll go a little more carats, but I'm not gonna, 10 carat if even possible, 10 carat where it doesn't interfere with my humane condition, and then other people don't try to do the Optimus Prime on spark, like it's gonna try to pierce my heart to get to the Empress or go to my brain and cause an infection. Be very fucking careful what you do, because if another person trying to guide the system to cheat itself, this is why it's probably happening to the digital system in the light, causing its physics to be a certain type of way because other people's manipulating the physics, trying to say, oh, we were only going to allow him to get this at the time. Like they were trying to command the system, and I made the element. So that means it's already causing an infection in the light. So remember, I made all elements. So once the system turned against me, it did it to itself ahead of time in light. So it's the same thing trying to get rid of his head the first time while I got shot in Boogie Night, because it wanted to get rid of me to be able to shut down the system and cause a malfunction to shut it down. Never have a malfunction. Be precise. Know I'm the real head. Check your light, and then next you don't got to worry about nothing no more. Don't make nobody manipulate you to want to fucking end the reason of the system. Don't make no sense. Stop that shit. Whoever trying to do that, stop them. Don't try to let them command control or what they're going on with me in physical reality when it comes to my finance. I'm not supposed to control my finance. I got nothing else to say no more. I'll just show you the television. Have a wonderful life. And I'm going to just continue doing what I'm doing. I already told any other form, I already told you about the situation, how to handle a situation when it comes to certain people. I don't need to think about and tell you anything else when it comes to the physical reality. That's it. I don't tell you right. Winds
at 14 miles an hour. Wind chill 2. Pressure 30.27 inches and rising. Dickinson, cloudy. Temperature 19 degrees. Relative humidity. Breaking news. Send it to news.
Well, you're going crazy with your heart medical frequency then. That's probably something wrong with your heart medical frequency. Oh. And I never been crazy. Just because I was Zeus doesn't mean I'm crazy. But I know what the anyway, I'm not. Another person want me to realize what I'm saying. You're not going to use that vocabulary pattern trying to describe me in a point of physics. I'm not going crazy for you. I'm logical, saying after what happened to me in physics, I'm not going to be stupid for nobody. I'm not stupid because the empress want to go breed around a hot pussy or another type of way that has nothing to do with me. You need to get rid of that. You heard that shit? I'm not talking to nobody out breaking, saying some crazy.
Temperature was 16 degrees with snow flurries. This is the North Weather Radio Station WXL84 in Williston, North Dakota, operating on a frequency of 162.550 megahertz. Providing weather information 24 hours a day from your National Weather Service.
You better be careful the person that be trying to meet the system. One day I heard somebody break into, they couldn't break, they're supposed to be regarding this. They're not supposed to be somebody trying to tamper with the point of the, you gotta be careful, you gotta secure this point. Or you gotta learn how to secure itself a certain type of way. Be very careful.
Into the weekend. Expect dry conditions through Wednesday, then a chance of light snow across parts of the region late Thursday and Friday. Here is the forecast for the Williston listening area. Tonight, mostly cloudy. Low 0 to 5 above. Northwest wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, partly sunny. Highs 15 to 20. West wind 5 to 10 miles per hour.
Let's step out the picture.
Monday night, increasing clouds. Lows around 10. Southwest winds around 5 miles per hour. Tuesday, mostly sunny. Not as cold. Highs in the upper 30s. Southwest wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tuesday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 20s. Southwest wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday, sunny. Highs in the upper 40s. Wednesday night, partly cloudy. Lows around 30. Thursday, partly sunny. Highs in the upper 30s. Thursday night, mostly cloudy. Lows in the lower 20s. Friday, mostly cloudy. Highs in the upper 20s. Friday night, mostly cloudy. Lows around 10. Saturday, mostly sunny. Highs in the upper 20s. Saturday night, partly cloudy. Lows 15 to 20. Sunday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 40s. Bureau of the Recreation Area Forecast for western Lake Catawba, west of tonight, northwest winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of snow late in the afternoon. Mostly cloudy. Lows around 3.
Alright, that's it. I can't take up too much of my photos. It's already a good system. There's no space room for certain type of people looking at darker matter than me in the physical realm. Nobody's stupid. Ain't no empress gonna go give away her value from far away and then end up fucked up on another person. I'm gonna have to leave your physical. No. My point is always enlightenment of intensity. It doesn't darken. Don't be stupid. Element empress gotta realize. Love one. Learn yourself.